Hey everybody, welcome to the Warrior Camp Redneck Studio with my camouflage backdrop that is almost wide enough for the frame. So hopefully that's not a a deal breaker for you watching this video. It's close, maybe next time. Um, so in this video, I want to talk about Warrior Camp in a box. What is Warrior Camp in a box? I'm so glad you asked. Not surprisingly, and it's not rocket surgery. It is literally we figured out a way to jump on it and cram and pack and pound in Warrior Camp inside of a box and ship it to you. So that includes years of trial and error, years of research and development, years of camp ministry, years of game design and execution, and we do the hard part so your leaders and your campers can do the fun part. So one of the things that we really try to just do an awesome job at, God willing, at Warrior Camp is uh, high octane, competitive, creative, innovative games, activities, recreation elements, and a weapon workshop that are, again, just something that we've really prayed hard about and worked hard at and just swing for the fences. We really try to shoot for the moon, actually, in everything we do at Warrior Camp. But Warrior Camp in a Box is some of our best programming, our best recreation elements, our best ideas, all of it uh, put in a crate and shipped to you to help you in your camp if you want a outside the box, fun, competitive, original, and maybe never before experienced camp program experience for your campers. That's kind of what Warrior Camp in the Box is. You can have basically, again, we do all the hard part, so your leaders and campers can do the fun part. So um, we have some weapons in the Warrior Camp in a Box. The weapons are all non-lethal. They're tested. They're approved. They're safe for combat games, team versus team. Even our ammo is safe to shoot at another person without injury. We do have safety protocols, but everything is tested and approved. So we have a handful of weapons. Number one, the sword. Number two, the sword and shield. Number three, the bow and arrow. Number four, the slingshot. Number five, a little monster pocket compact carry blowgun. And number, which is actually kind of new. And then number, was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Number 7 is the Big Beast second generation blowgun that has big power, big range, big feet per second, and it is paintball compatible. So your camp has an option to choose between those different weapon themes. Um, Included in Warrior Camp in a Box are the following. You will get your own weapon workshop tool chest. You will get your own weapon workshop gear and supplies for one weapon per camper and leader. You will get your own weapon workshop training videos where we walk you through how to do the weapon workshop in your camp context. For example, you can easily watch these videos and see how this will fit in your camp context. And we'll walk you through that step by step. Super easy, super user friendly. It's turnkey, and we've again made all the mistakes and done all the trial and error and all the research and development. And we basically hand that to you and say, "Merry Christmas, have at it, have a blast with you and your campers this summer." We're so excited to partner with you in this camp. So yeah, training videos. You also get signature game training videos. We give you our very best of the best game ideas, and we tell you how to run them in your camp context, and it'll be easy to see how to maybe to do that. And it'll be easy to see how to do that in your camp. Game equipment for the signature games. Any extra game equipment you need to run the signature games, you will have it. Customer support. You get my phone number, my personal phone number. You can call me at 3 a.m. if you want, when I'm probably up designing games for the following summer for Warrior Camp. So I'm up at crazy hours anyway working on this stuff. I love it. It's right here. It's right here. Right here. So yeah, you got my number. You can call me whenever you want. Customer support. That's something that we really want to again help you with and do an outstanding job of that. Bonus game equipment. There's some stuff that might be above and beyond the regular Warrior Camp. If you want to throw some fire sauce into that mix, so to speak, we have some bonus game equipment that we can introduce you to and include that in your Warrior Camp in a Box as well. If you're down, if you're brave enough to do that, there's a challenge. Also, we have some bonus chapel curriculum idea content that may also be available. So just a little bit about the weapon workshop. The weapon workshop is where every camper and leader will get to build their own weapon, um, so that they have ownership in it. It is theirs. They build it. It's a super cool craft, and it's one of those weapons that we talked about before. And they go from station to station to station, taking their weapon from where it is now until final finished status. And by the end of the weapon workshop, they're like, dude, this is mine. This is awesome. I can't wait to shoot it or use it or play games with it. And you'll literally have to corral the students if you don't want them to go off and like have their own spontaneous battles right after they've completed the weapon workshop, because they are foaming at the mouth to use their weapon. It's crazy. Anyway, but yeah, that's what the weapon workshop is. It's something that is kind of it's unique to Warrior Camp. Something that we've developed as a key uh, integral part of our Warrior Camp game programming, and we're happy to again pass that on to you and say, here you go, Merry Christmas, have a blast, take pictures. We're praying for you. We want to see the pictures and video when you're all done with your camp, or even during the camp itself. So that's a little bit about the weapon workshop. It's basically a super cool craft that has functional value, and it becomes a key part of the competitive team versus team battle games that we also show you how to do and teach you how to do those as well if you want. So that's a little bit about what comes in Warrior Camp in a Box. And by the way, all the training videos are sent to you, and so you can watch those with your team, watch those with your camp leader, and have access to those for that camping season. Delivery, how do we get all this stuff to you? How do we do that? What is up with that? Good question. You guys are ahead of me. So all this stuff, Warrior Camp in a Box, is shipped to an address of your choosing. It arrives in ample time for full camp preparation. We're not going to send it to you the day before. You're going to have it in plenty of time to unpack it, look at it, have fun with it, shoot each other with it yourselves among your camp leaders, explore it, and kind of learn the ropes on the weapon workshop, how it works, how to do it, and like I said earlier, a minute ago, shoot each other with it. That is essential, mandatory fun. So our default carrier is FedEx. Tracking numbers will be provided to you upon shipment, and our default shipping containers are usually crates or totes, which your camp may keep upon arrival. Cherry on top. There you go. I hope you love that too. Another Merry Christmas. Pricing and stuff to be determined. Let's talk about that. So one of the factors that influences both pricing and just something that would need to be determined at some point is your number of campers, number one. Number two, your number of leaders. Number three, your camp leadership selects the weapon. Not all weapons have the same expense, so that's another factor. Number four, camp leadership chooses the number of games desired. How many signature games do you want? Another thing that we would talk about is 9 to 12 months in advance, we would determine the date of your camp or camps. That helps give us plenty of lead time to fully prepare your camp in a box for you. Also, we would talk about the total money amount for that camp in a box. We would agree on that. We want that to be something that is compatible with your budget and that you're excited about as well. We also would talk about $500 down to kind of help jumpstart our preparation of your Warrior Camp in a Box. And also the balance would be divided into even payments and paid as scheduled, and we could figure that out together. Also, payment can be made to Warrior Camp through check, PayPal, or the Square Cash app. There's some different options with that too. So, and also here's another cool thing which we're excited to throw out there to you as a camp. If your camp spreads the word and your camp helps facilitate a ministry partnership at another separate Christian camp, I'll hook you up with a worthwhile partial rebate on your own Warrior Camp in a Box. And so, I hope that's helpful. We want to be helpful to the camps. We know that nobody goes into camp ministry for the money. So we want to be helpful to your budget, and so we're happy to offer you a worthwhile and hopefully a helpful partial rebate if you do help facilitate another camp ministry partnership at another camp. And maybe you tell another Christian camp about Warrior Camp. They say, hey, we want Warrior Camp in a Box, and we create that ministry partnership, and it's happening, and then boom, I'll be like, hey, you helped create this here's a rebate, and I'll send you some money back just as a thank you for helping our ministry, and we want to help both of your ministries at your camp and their camp as well. So why do we do this? Why do we do Warrior Camp in a Box? Actually, we poured our heart and sweat into prayerfully creating a camp program that is outside the box. It's epic, cutting edge, fun, and unforgettable. We're so excited about it, and that's a testimony to God, not us. And that's, yeah, he gets all the credit for that. No doubt about that. No questions asked. And so we want Warrior Camp to glorify God. We want to disprove the boring stereotypes about Christianity that some kids and youth may have. And we also want to offer Warrior Camp to camps and campers in places that we may not be able to go to ourselves with our own Warrior Camp mobile team. And so we hope Warrior Camp in a Box is a big win for you and your campers. And so I just want to share some feedback that we got from one of our Christian camp ministry partners. Again, this is to God be the glory. This is not about us. This is just encouraging feedback we got from one camp actually in Indiana. They sent this to us. So this is from their camp director, and her name is Sally Schaff at a Christian camp near Dale, Indiana. She says this: to whom it may concern, earlier this year I partnered with Derek Bartlow of Warrior Camp for the purpose of providing a similar type camp at the historic Santa Claus campground, Santa Claus, Indiana, for 120 children 8 to 12 years of age. After many emails and phone calls, Derek sent me 4 large crates containing everything we would need to put on our own Warrior Camp, weapon workshop, and related Warrior games. I was more than thrilled to receive 144 sword kits, assembly instructions, along with step-by-step videos, making the weapon workshop easy to instruct and the swords easy to complete for each camper. Derek provided detailed instructions for the Warrior games as well. Man Down, Bombing Run, and Hunger Games were some of our favorites. Approximately 2/3 of our campers were boys, so you can imagine the level of excitement these games provided for them. Surprisingly, our girls became equally skilled with their swords and got equally into the games. Awesome. Warrior Camp has been the best themed camp we have ever had, and was very easy to build spiritual lessons around. In addition to becoming skilled with their boffer swords, each camper also became skilled with the use of their sword of the Spirit. I would be remiss to exclude the most important element Derek provided for me, and that was his spiritual support. Derek encouraged me through his emails, prayed with me over the phone, and continued to be a prayer warrior on our behalf during our week of Warrior Camp. If I heard Derek say it once, I heard him say it dozens of times. God bless you as you seek to raise up a young generation of boys and girls after God's own heart. Now it's my turn to say this about Derek. God bless Derek Bartlow and Warrior Camp for all they are doing for the kingdom of God and for this generation of God's young warriors. Sally Schaff, Camp Director, Indiana. And this is another just encouragement that Sally sent to us after another one of her summer camps that she had the following year, actually. She said this: Warrior Camp. We operate a small church camp in southern Indiana, and this year purchased the Warrior Camp in a Box Bow and Arrow Edition. I want to report to you that it was the best decision we have ever made, and it certainly added a great deal of interest in our camping program and enthusiasm amongst our young campers. The Warrior Camp in a Box is a fantastic idea. Everything was provided. The instructions were clear and detailed. The bow was easy for our campers to assemble, and the games were great. Thank you so much. I look forward to next year's Warrior Camp in a Box very much. Our spiritual focus will be on the biblical superheroes and much more. I think the partnership between Warrior Camp and the Santa Claus Elementary Church Camp has been a wonderful, supportive one, and look forward to many more years of such a partnership. But in the meantime, don't tell our campers what weapon is next, as they ask about it every day. Thank you once again, Warrior Camp, and God bless you, Sally Schaff, Santa Claus, Indiana. Thank you so much, Sally, for your encouragement. Praise God. We love you and your team so much, and we're excited to partner with you, and we're looking forward to continuing to partner with you in the future. So thank you for your encouragement. That's really exciting what God's up to at your camp. Cool. So yeah, next I just wanted to kind of wrap up with some contact info. If you want to email me, if you have any questions, my email is warriorcamp1@gmail.com. My phone number is 208-866-0743. Again, email WARRIORCAMP, and then with the number one, not the word one, at gmail.com. So warriorcamp1 with the number one, warriorcamp1 at gmail.com, all lowercase. And then my number, which you can call me. Call me at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. I'll probably be up designing games for next summer Warrior Camp. So test it out. Test it out. See if I answer at 3 a.m. in the morning. There's the challenge. 208-866-0743. That'll be in the comment box below this video. Also, any extra stuff that I forgot to say will also be in the comment box below this video. Thanks so much. God bless you and your camp. I'm cheering you on, and look forward to hearing from you. And again, if you're a youth camp or a kids camp or even a church, a youth group, or even a kids ministry, or anything, maybe you just want to buy a weapon for Christmas for your kids or whatever. Anyway, any of that, we would love to talk to you and hear what God's doing in and through your life, in and through your ministry at your camp or your church, and just encourage you and pray for you. So thanks again. Hope this video is helpful. God bless you and your camp. Again, I'm cheering you on, and we will talk to you later. Take care. Bye-bye.